Hello and welcome back, listeners, to the Allegendly Podcast, where me and my co-host get a mystery topic coupled with some mystery facts, and it's our job to figure out which facts are real and which facts are fake. My name is Alex, and with us always is Joe.
Blinded by the facts, rigged up like a podcast, another something in the night. That one fell apart quick.
Something on the Spotify.
Something more.
You know, the funny thing about that song is I never get the lyrics right because it's awkward to say a deuce. Like, it sounds like a dookie.
I mean, that's why, it's infamously mispronounced in that song.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's fine. Different era. I'm sure in 100 years from now, somebody's going to be like, what's a podcast?
Well, to be fair, that song is a cover of a Bruce Springsteen song, and he pronounces it correctly.
Yeah, but
to be fair, also he is the boss.
So. The boss, yeah. You can't fault the boss. So it is what it is. Well, yeah, we have a podcast part 2, from what I remember.
Our continuation
recap of part 1
of our skeezy mustachioed lawyer,
dude, out in Illinois. I was thinking about shaving everything but the stash, but Leadbetters really need we really need facial hair. We don't do good with just if it's all short and stuff. My face looks funny. We're very baby faced people. Yeah, baby face. So, yeah, mustache, as we know, equals evil, or skeezy, if you will.
Yep.
I think, and then he started a sting operation, lost his license, right? And I think part 2 is
now he works
more
for the FBI.
Yeah, but I think he's working for the FBI in the sense of, I think he's freelance. Because he lost his law license, I thought.
Yeah. Or he was just, I think he was just kind of blacklisted. I don't know if he lost his license, but
yeah,
he's definitely on the outs of the Chicago attorney scene.
All right, let's get to the podcast topic for today. Just to confirm, make sure we're on the right track. Podcast topic is Political Scandals, Part 6, Part 2, Fixing the Courts.
Ooh, so we're getting in the First Blood territory.
Oh.
Of just this is Part 6, Part 2, First Blood Part 9.
Yeah, dude.
We're getting subcategories.
We're hitting our 80s stride for sure.
Yeah.
We're getting our 80s. We're getting a little bit more, I would say propaganda-esque. We got a little bit more scandals going on.
We're going to get political scandals SVU next week. like a spin-off.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
It's basically the same, but somehow not as good.
Don't tempt us, because I know for a fact we did have a spin-off once, right? The Nerd Brew, which it was a lot of fun, but it's just a lot of work to do too, right? But it's a blast, and we have the capacity, you and I. So during our fluff, we do catch up politically many times over.
Yes.
Right. I mean, shit, we could do that easily for fucking. You know what? It's funny. We could do that daily. That's how fucking in the know we are. No shit happens.
I'm not gonna talk smack on the Vanguard or anything like that, but I can talk about political clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
I assume those people are much more educated than I am. I'm yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, well, especially now with our political climate.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we just had that Fox News guy who's just lethal injection. Remember that?
No, did George W. Bush become a political analysis for a minute?
No, it was God, what was his name? It was on Fox, and they were talking about homeless, and they were they were talking about what to do with the homeless stuff, and they were like, "What do we do with the people that don't want to take the resources that we give them?"
Sure.
And he's
Obviously
like, "Oh,
murder.
he's like, give them lethal injection," and then he doubles down, like after he's like, "Oh, just kill them all."
That's my favorite right-wingy thing. Is like when you say something that's absolutely insane, you're like, I meant every word of it,
dude. And he did, and he didn't. He apologized like just recently. He said, "Oh, it was just a callous remark." So you know what a callous remark is?
Yeah,
being like, I know you redid your backyard. I don't really like it though. It's like that's a little callous. Like you put a lot of money into it.
I know you
tried.
Sucks.
Yeah, but I don't like it. Like,
yeah,
that's a fucking talking about that kind of shit is a little bit more than callous.
Yeah, like I don't think murder's a callous.
That's a little more than callous. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a word for that. I'm pretty sure it's homicidal. So you know what that means.
Well,
we're gonna need allegedly criminal intent. Dun dun
dun dun. Dun. What's the TV show that has the disclaimer kind of in the beginning where it's just like everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law or whatever it is?
Oh, that's Law and Order. Yeah,
is it Law and Order? Yeah, we should do our Law and Order. When do we get our Law and Order? Because crime is. Here's the thing, dude. We have a unique
or is that
ability. Cops? No, I thought it was law. I thought it was fake.
Because like Law and Order is like there's two separate yet equal parts of the criminal justice system, right?
Yeah, I think that's Law and Order. And then for cops, I think it was just like these are real professionals, and they just tell you it's real, right?
Also, homeless people aren't people. Cops.
Yep, that's the disclaimer. I'm pretty sure every cops episode that hit us. No wonder would.
Speaking of spinoffs, we should do a spinoff where we just talk to the cameramen of Cops, the TV show.
Oh yeah,
the unsung heroes of Cops. Like they gotta keep up, man.
They do. Well, so we can't do it now if they still have Cops going because they just have an iPhone now or like a GoPro. That's easy.
We have to do the classic.
Where's the old man that was running Cops back in the 90s when like cameras were like 40 pounds? He'd be like an old man now. He's like 60 years old. He's like, I don't do that game anymore. His calves are the size of a fucking tree trunk.
He was just like just the old VHS pack just hanging out, dude.
Yeah, and then they'd have to run cable on that thing too. So, somebody's following him with the battery and the cable and all that. Yeah, there you go.
Amazing.
Dude, I love it. Well, so, I mean, from spinoffs, though, this is pretty close. It's more legal scandal, and it is this one, I guess, gets a little dicey. So this does contain some gun violence. So anybody trying to avoid it, given the current situations that are hitting everything right now, I get it. But I don't know how much of this guy seems like white collar crime. I think gets a little dicey. But let's get real.
Yeah.
Like, that's movies shit. Like, I would say once in a blue moon it gets bad, but white collar crime is definitely like, we're just going to send you to, a nice cushy prison where you're going to have like, you're going to play darts and like hang out for like a semester and then you'll get out.
Apparently, you also get puppy therapy.
Oh, dude.
Which, I mean, that sounds kind of nice.
Remind me if I ever crime to like do like white collar crime.
Yeah,
like non-violent.
My biggest takeaway with white collar crime is like it's preferred crime.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna crime against rich people.
Yeah.
Like in rich people ways. Right? Mm-hmm. Like you can't break in their house and steal stuff.
Yeah, but like here's the thing.
If you embezzle like money away.
Listen,
then
Joe,
you get to go to like kind of a spa.
I didn't steal his car. I embezzled his car.
100%.
Yep.
Like
I was
if you're guilty of a crime, try to make it as bougie as fuck. Like I didn't rob the weed store. Like, I Ponzi schemed it.
Yeah. Look,
I was merely upping investorship. Like,
I was performing a morally questionable hostile takeover of the business.
yes. That's
So
just capitalism, baby.
Yeah, this is capitalism.
Yeah.
See, what you do is you got to rob them and then put the money into your own store. So most criminals probably should open up an LLC, and then the stuff that they steal, they just invest that back into their LLC.
If you get the IRS involved, spot it.
Yeah, you're great. You know what? You go do your little stint in jail. You get out. You know,
if you're gonna go down, might as well go down in style.
What you need to do is do it in like Sweden, right? Apparently,
preferably you get EU court. You know, like,
yeah. I mean, they'll come in and be like, "Hey, you gonna?" But they're a little bit more strict on that. It's a little bit less freedoms on what you can get away with financially. So you know, your take home is lower, right? But you know, you go home to a cell with like an Xbox.
You get like 3 hots in a cot and like real Coke. You know, like
yeah,
like that real sugar shit.
Yeah, like Mexico Coke is I think what they call it.
Good
like
stuff.
In a glass bottle. Yeah, dude. Shit. Yeah, we just got to get out of here.
You get shoes with laces there. Like they trust you.
Yep. So, but yeah, I it sounds like a lot of these guys got convicted of that. I'm seeing a lot of bribery. You know, it looks like, yeah, they're calling him out by name in the newspapers now and stuff like that. So it sounds like he's picking up some steam, but that's probably afterward because they can't blow his cover, right? They can't. They can't celebrate him just yet.
I mean, it's also the United States legal system. They could probably also blow his cover.
Do you remember? I remember. Oh my god!
Like, do you remember? Like, who was it that like outed active spies like recently?
Oh, wasn't I would say? I mean, is it that unsafe to say it was Hegseth? Like, it's his fault.
I don't know if it was this one or the previous Trump presidency, but they were just like just outing CIA operatives.
Oh, like over dinner.
Yeah, or something. And it got out. Like it got out into the world, and it was like
I think it was somebody recently, and I think it was a dude trying to get laid.
I remember something like that. So like, I wouldn't put it past these people to be like broadcasting like look how good we're doing, and it's all because of this guy.
I think he was trying to get laid. I think he was trying to impress a chick. And I mean, look. Okay, wait. In his defense,
who hasn't been there?
In his defense, I hit Tinder or something. I go find some chick, go out on a date. The first thing I'm going to do is start dropping CIA names, right? There's nothing more impressive than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not the charity work or...
I'm going to be all Butterfingers with those names. Just dropping them all over the place.
Well, but you can't do it too much. You don't want to blow too many because, you want a second or third shot, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, see? And then boom, you're just, you're just having insane amounts of intercourse. And you're good.
Who hasn't been Bill Paxton from True Lies?
Yeah, who hasn't been that guy? Come on. It says here, the writer sent me Trump pardoned Scooter Libby, who was the dude who outed CIA operatives Valerie Plame.
Fucking Scooter Libby. That's right.
Can I make a quick comment? I know we shouldn't judge books by their cover, but if you're gonna hire somebody and you see like their security clearance application form come in and the first name is Scooter, let it go.
Look,
let it go. You failed.
think at best that's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna automatically disqualify him, but I am gonna look at place of birth.
Yeah.
And if it's Florida, I'm sorry, Scoots. Like, you're done, dude. That's 2 strikes right there, my guy.
I would say anywhere in the South. I mean, coming from Mississippi, calling him Scooter.
Well, I assume Scooter's, South. Like,
yeah.
I don't hear a lot of, Bel Air people coming out. Fucking Scooter.
Yeah. The
oh, you mean Scooter Randolph Hearst? Like, get out of here, dude.
I was first thing I thought of was like Scooter McGavin. Like, yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna look at name, place of birth, and like alma mater, and if it's like Scooter, Florida, Texas A&U, sorry.
See, and what's nice about doing that is you saved yourself like a month's worth of paperwork.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if I see football scholarship on your CIA application, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I hate, I'm sure you're qualified to do a lot, but
don't want to be that guy, but
yeah.
Maybe
that's
just
a lot of red flags, You gotta.
This
you gotta
is what
really
we call in the
impress.
industry a red flag.
Yeah. Like, you know how they do like those studies where they send in like the same job applications, but they change the names from like a white sounding name to a black sounding name.
Oh god.
I'd like to also see one where they have like a white sounding name and Scooter. Like, just to see what a chance a Scooter has.
Oh god, dude. Well, I knew somebody way back in the day, and they did just that, security clearances, since it's all public, and then they pumped out, not necessarily that from a racial profiling, but what you can get away with just per statistics and like analyzing like 1,000 different applications or something like that. Like, what's the likelihood of being able to declare that you have tried cocaine and getting granted it? Like, how many applications have cocaine on it, and then how many of those passed versus how many have tried cannabis and how many of those pass? You know what I'm saying? And like, which drugs do you declare that you're more likely to fail? Right.
Sure.
And of course, like, some of it's easy, right? Meth failed pretty free. Not always, but it was the more frequent one to fail.
Sure.
But honestly, what was surprising is cocaine totally was higher than pot to succeed.
Yeah. Well, because you're just a go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of gumption.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you're just working overtime, right?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
You're just getting shit done.
You're too hopped up to understand, like, that we should have paid you more for it,
Yeah, you don't even care.
You're doing work for fun.
So, but yeah, it's that exact same thing, So I would love to see names and see if a Scooter ever passed. We know at least one passed.
Look, I gotta say it was tough for Scoots. You're gonna brag about dropping names, like, you're gonna do it.
I'm surprised they let him get as far as he did with Lib in his name.
I don't think he wouldn't pass the security check today. He'd be out.
He'd have to change his last name. Scooter's fine. Libby, though?
Oh, there was such a depressing... Man, we're off on a tangent again. I'm so sorry. But there was such a depressing thing because of like the new DEI policies. There was like a bunch of like scientific studies that had to change their names because they were talking about like environmental diversity of an ecosystem. So they were doing a study of like swamps or whatever, and like in the paper it would say because of the diversity of the animal life or something like that. So they had to change the fucking name to be like, because of all the different types of species in this ecosystem, just because they were just word searching for diversity.
You're telling me that they did a chat GPT check on all these papers and said,
they like control F
flag,
whatever. Like, yeah.
Control F.
Yeah. They're just like, they just looked for the word diversity. And
they wrote a regex pattern match diversity.
Yep.
Done.
And so like there was a bunch of people looking for like federal grants, and they would have to like change specific words like that you just couldn't use.
God, dude, we're pretty close to North Korea, and I mean, South Korea is starting not to like us as much as North Korea. So, I know.
We are the Dennis Rodman of the world, aren't we?
Oh God, don't say that. We're not the Dennis Rodman.
He can ball.
Can we be a little bit better? Like, can we be somebody that's a little bit better than Dennis? Like,
sorry.
Can we be like the Bugsy Moes or something? I don't know what is politically. Who's is Charles Barkley?
Unfortunately, like we have to go with people like we got that and like Seagal. So
God damn it! Can't somebody else? Oh no, Russia has Seagal right now, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He's their problem now.
Yeah, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's officially jumped ship.
I think so. Isn't he over there?
Like Rodman's just pals, with like.
Yeah, I don't. Out of everybody, that's a very weird pal to have. I mean, that's for anybody.
It's an odd choice.
Dennis Rodman's like the imaginary friend of somebody that's like tripping on acid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, just this goofy dude, and he can ball, right? So
I mean, he played with Jordan. He can ball.
Yeah, he can ball.
Like. He's got just rings, a weird dog. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
that's his. You think I'm weird? Count the rings, dude. Yeah, it's such a Tom Brady.
You can be that weird when you have championships.
Like Tom Brady. Like, hey, criticize me after you win your like 6 Super Bowls. Yeah,
like he's like, I had to grow a second hand for more goddamn rings. Like.
They made it rings because they didn't think somebody would win more than their hand could carry.
Yeah.
They had to make me the first ever left-handed ring.
He has the first ever Super Bowl thumb ring,
or pinky, or
he's got a
pinky ring.
He had it resized to his pinky.
Dude, there you go. It's like that. You remember that? They had that millennial commercial, the Super Bowl commercial, and that was one of his things where. Like all the fumble was going on, everybody's going for it.
Yeah.
And so Tom Brady was supposed to get back in, and he's taking off all his rings. He's like, "Hey, hold these for me."
Yeah.
God, dude, there you go. Well, we are aggressively off base.
We are like 25 minutes in, and we are so far off.
It's okay. We'll just speed blitz the rest of this. Get it done in like 50 minutes.
We're good.
Fuck it.
We can get this in under an hour.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We are the ones that get in our own way.
So we're the perfect people to get out of our way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just have to facilitate our own success is all it is.
I think we nailed it.
Yeah, so back to Greylord.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You shall not pass.
Yeah, you shall take this bribe.
Okay.
I love it, dude. Too bad that was false. I wish it was real.
Yeah.
So you ready to get to fact number 1?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Fact number 1. Oh, okay. She has a quick recap too.
Okay.
So quick
previously
recap.
On.
Yeah. Can we do it in the
Allegedly Law and Order? Law and Order.
Last time on Allegedly Ballsy. Yeah. So it says here in the mid-1980s Chicago, our boy Terry Hake partnered with the feds to take down a shady judge, a dirty lawyer, and their corrupt bagman. He's about to move on to the next phase of Operation Greylord, bribing judges to rig cases as a private but secretly undercover the feds defense attorney. So he's a private defense attorney. So maybe he didn't lose his license. Maybe he just got blacklisted.
Yeah.
Because he was probably in on it, and then he said, "Oh, I got caught bribing or whatever."
Yeah.
Okay, so by the end, they would find judges willing to take bribes in which of the following types of cases? So, what type of cases did the judges take bribes in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say everything. I see the options, but it's gonna be all the above, right? Like,
so I don't know if there's gonna be a limit to this. Yeah.
A, trafficking and narcotics cases.
Obviously.
B, traffic, narcotics, divorce, and child custody cases. Or C, traffic, narcotics, divorce, child custody, burglary, sexual assault, rape, and murder cases, just to name a few. It's got to be C.
Oof. I would hope they'd draw the line at murder, but When have we ever done that?
Like, I would hope they would draw the line at traffic.
I mean,
if a guy came into me and he said, "Look, I just really wanted to get out of my $50 speeding ticket, so I gave the judge $10." Like, that's something that I'm like, all right, it's not great, but okay, cool.
We
save $40.
Getting a car out of impound is $150 bribe.
Yeah.
So, I imagine, unfortunately, drug lords got lots of cash.
Yeah, well, and also, unfortunately, I think that car was getting out of impound so that they could get the drugs out of it.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, it sounds. I'm gonna say it's everything. This guy nailed like 90 people, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, we'd all love to think that they have a line, but the Supreme Court would disagree.
Yeah, I mean, Gandalf even had a line, and he could not pass, and he didn't pass.
He didn't.
Except, well, a little bit of him got the whip in. That was the murder case he got through.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, he's still got it in, my guy.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go C, right? There's no way that it was just limited to just one. I would say it was just every case that could possibly come down the pipe.
Maybe specific judges had a line, but you just went to a different one.
Yeah, some judges like, look, I'll take a $50 for a traffic violation, but you're gonna have to give me more money to get over this child custody case.
Look, I like cocaine as much as the next elected official, but I can't break up a family.
Yeah. I can only do it if you bring me a bag of money with a dollar sign on it.
I heard Beetlejuice is coming to Broadway. Looks like someone gets to see their son every other weekend.
Yeah, look like that. Yeah. I'm going to go take a Colorado House of Representative to Beetlejuice.
Look, I got a pretty sweet hand job coming up. So we're going to have to make this trafficking case quick.
I got prime tickets where I'm going to vape during a production of Beetlejuice.
I got my special watermelon haze ready to go.
I got to wrap this up. Okay. She's been priming since fucking the house got out earlier today.
We've been doing over the pants stuff for 3 weeks. I think tonight's the night. I think during the big number, there's going to be another big number. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And we're just going to take breaks to scream sing all the lyrics to all the songs. And then we're going to blow vape in people's faces and make a big scene when I leave.
Because it's 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump. Oh!
There you go. Yeah. And they were doing more than just pumping in that show, so.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Anywho.
So C.
Yeah.
Easy.
C.
I'd be shocked if it's not C. If they did have a line. It would make me a little bit happier, but all right, so
I'd love if the line was just too expensive.
Yeah.
Like they were willing to take a bribe, just no one had the money for a murder case.
The federal government has limits, okay?
Yeah. $160? Cool
$100,000. Yeah. $170 for this bribe, that's more than the budget. So move on to the next guy. All right, we're going to go C. By the end, what they would find a judge is willing to take the bribe, we're just going to see all the above. 3, 2, 1, bam. Ooh, it is C. Shocker. So it says here, oh, fuck. Before we get into those depressing details, Terry Hake needs to leave Cook County and get hired by the feds to remain inconspicuous. They give him the most boring corporate can't tell you what you do job title. We get an optional +1 bonus if you can guess one of the 3 corporate words in his new job title. Consultant.
Ooh. Executive.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Executive consultant. That's a good one. Overseer, maybe. What are the most bullshit things you can think? Advisor.
Ooh, that's good.
Advisor to the executive consultancy.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Let's do that. Let's go advisor, consultant, or
executive.
Yeah. Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Oh wow, we fucking didn't get any of them.
Oh.
Project development specialist.
Ooh, specialist. Yeah.
We just did better though, because if they threw advisor or executive project development specialist.
Yeah.
Project development advisor specialist.
Yeah.
Ooh, project development specialist advisor.
Oh yeah. Executive project of the advisory committee. Like what? Wait, what? What do you do? Like,
I really can't go into specifics.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we missed that bonus, but it's okay. We learned something in the end. So it says here, Hake's a proper FBI agent now. Sans mustache, but retains mustache energy. So
I do love how now he's in the FBI. You're like, whoa, obviously we have a dress code.
Yes.
Like,
listen, tie.
I mean,
we'll got to be tucked
work
in.
with you on the streets, but now you're in the building. Like,
yeah, we got a makeup department that's going to help you with that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how would you like to be a specialist?
It says here with a proper inconspicuous job title, and he's ready to start a bribing. But there's a problem. What happens when they successfully bribe a judge to get a criminal off? And then they go out and commit more crimes. So in the process of stopping a crime, they enable somebody to go out and commit more crimes. It says they weren't just dealing with traffic tickets. Some of these cases were for real, serious, violent offenses. So bribing judges for real crimes with real defendants is off the table. So they can't.
Now we got to make up make-believe crimes.
Oh, God, dude. That'd be... okay,
or
wait, maybe.
we got to commit real crimes ourselves.
They decided to bring in undercover agents from all over the county to stage fake crimes.
Yes.
But what about the cops? They can't know these aren't real crimes because the cops are also taking bribes, either as bagman or testimonial support or to look the other way. So the plan is the feds are going to stage real crimes in a way that they get their undercover agents real arrested by the Chicago PD, and then Hake and team would have to try to get them off of the real charges by bribing the real judges in the case. This sounds like the world's most... This sounds like something a real world streamer would be doing. Like Mr. Beast. He's like, can I, for $1 million, get my friends out of murder charges?
Yeah. Today I'm going to pay 25... I'm going to promise to pay 25 poor people to get arrested. This year on Squid Game. I mean, Mr. Beast.
Oh my God. It is Squid Games.
It is. It's very dystopian.
See, like, you know what's depressing is I wonder if the writers ever going to comment about the people that they got arrested. Like, that's a study in and of itself. Did they get a white undercover agent to go get arrested? And he's like, look, I've been fucking selling coke for like 6 months out here. And nobody's arrested me. Right? And he's like, at this point, I'm running the whole cocaine circuit. Nobody's...
I have 3 corners.
Yeah. Meanwhile, fucking... They get like a black undercover agent. He's like, dude, I was just crossing the street.
Yeah. And I've been arrested for jaywalking 4 times.
Yeah.
One time I was buying a hot dog.
They've had to bribe me out of jail since I fucking moved in. Yeah. So I bet you something's going to happen there. All right. But it says here, so they're going to have to make up fake crimes, but they're going to have to be real crimes in a way. So fake perpetrators, probably low-key fake crimes, but the cops got to think it's real too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got that right. So yay.
Sounds dicey.
All right, well, let's jump to fact number 2 and see what they're going to do. Fact number 2. They had legitimate concerns that the Chicago PD would beat the shit out of their unarmed undercover agents. That's easy. Just yes. Yeah.
I always love how law enforcement knows that law enforcement sucks, and yet we don't change it. Maybe we should trust law enforcement to change law enforcement.
Here's the thing. They only want to change it when it impacts them. It's like, look, guys, we have to figure out what this violence issue is because our own agents are going to get their asses beat. We don't care.
Look, there might Billy Club one of our agents to death. But we got to focus on bribery.
Could you imagine that? If it was like,
God
you
forbid
know
the
for
FBI
a fact,
was like, maybe we should stop the violence.
Yeah, you know for a fact these guys are just perpetrating basically fake crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to get Billy clubbed.
Yeah.
And fucking, there's no need. Like, the undercover agent isn't going to put up a fight. The whole point is to go to jail. And then they're still like, they're going to say he gotten violent. Like, I mean, of course, that's probably,
right.
Like, are they only in it?
As we all know, the real crime isn't the police violence.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
like, are they only in it for the financial bribery?
Yeah.
Or
that's it.
They're going to nail...
No, there's no way they would bring him up on chart. Because then they're like, so what we're going to do is we're going to pre-beat up those police officers who's going to beat up our police officers for the fake crime that's a real crime.
Yeah, dude, fucking... What's going to happen is this cop is going to, get a little rough with one of their...
What we got to do is put a fake police officer into the real police department to arrest our fake crime that won't beat them up.
At this point, anybody that's not getting physical with the agents is probably clean.
Yeah, that's how you know you're dealing with, like, an okay police officer.
I know. It's going to be like, yeah, you know what? He got a little rough with one of our agents. He's a little battered up, right? We can't do anything there. But then he took that $10 to look the other way. We got him.
Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah, it's true. Fact number 2. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
We're going to go true on fact number 2. They had legitimate concerns that the Chicago PD would beat the shit out of their unarmed undercover agents. 3, 2, 1, bam. It is true. Oh, shocker. And keep in mind, too, that I think this is in the 80s, right?
Yes.
So bear in mind, I think the police departments all over the country have gone through some pretty decent reforms over, 30 years. It's probably not to a degree which is more comfortable, but I will say it's probably not as bad.
This is pre-Rodney King, so this is some real ass whooping.
This is Wild West.
Yeah,
still.
This is whatever critiques of reforms you may have. There's literally none of them. There is not one of them happening.
Well, I think the closest, when was, remember that movie American Gangster with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
And Russell Crowe? When did that happen? Is that the 70s?
That's
60s
the
and
70s. Yeah.
Because there was some reform there because I think he put cops in jail.
Yeah.
I think that was the whole Russell Crowe thing.
Yeah.
He was internal affairs or something like that. So, I think there was some reform there, but before that, yeah. It was just...
Well, and also, too, like, a lot of, like, police reform is localized, right? There's not, like, there's never been, like, sweeping national reform. So, like, even if, like, this city put in reforms, it's not like it went everywhere,
Look, any progress is good progress, but...
Yeah.
I mean, if you're putting in agents and you're like, guys, we have to really consider...
Look,
we're going to get our asses beat.
This is an era where it was acceptable for a police officer to have a mustache and a mullet.
Oh, dude. And we already know now mustaches.
We already know you can't trust a mustache. You add a mullet to the fucking party?
Yeah, this is the time frame in which it made sense in the movie Cobra when Stallone cut a corner of his pizza off with a scissors. That was cool. So just think of the back world, the ass backwards world that we were in at that time. So just saying.
I'm pretty sure this is an era if you wore a Yankees cap in Chicago, that was considered resisting arrest.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, Billy Crystal just never went to Chicago.
Yeah.
So, all right. So it says here, quote from an interview with Daniel Reedy, former assistant U.S. attorney on the case, quote, "We didn't want anybody beaten. It was really a substantial logistical problem. We were very much afraid that we'd have FBI agents put in jail cells with horrible God damn it. Even when they're horrible gangbangers. They were all unarmed and uncredentialed." Okay, wait a minute.
So they're less worried about the police officers and the horrible...
I thought that's what they were. Wow.
Son of a bitch, dude.
Well, okay, wait. Are they saying it's also kind of racially profiling in that way? Right? They're like, we know the cops are going to give them an ass whooping, but the ass whooping they're going to give is nothing compared to the gang ass whooping they're going to get.
Look,
like
them dealing with the armed police force is one thing, but putting them unarmed into a jail cell with minorities?
I thought that was it was going downstream bad, when he was mentioning it, and it just got worse. Like,
this is unfiltered 80s, dude. Like, this is bad.
Even when they wanted to be more proactive in how they perceive violence, they still booked it, like cooked in some racism.
Like, they've identified that bribery's bad. They've also identified that police brutality's bad, but gangs are somehow the worst. Like,
the writer said they knew the jails were so dangerous they didn't even want to put their agents to spend one night in them. Yeah, cool. I guess. They're like, look, our trained professional law enforcement agents,
like, aren't they trained in hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, apparently. Look, human bodies are human bodies. It's not the movies, right? You don't get a Neo walking out of the FBI, but these guys are probably much more proficient in some of these tactics than like the dude, the 19-year-old guy that they pulled off the street for selling cannabis, right?
Yeah,
and now also, he's got a 30-year jail sentence.
It's that thing of just like, just because there may or may not be gang members in prison, somehow they're automatically going to attack you. Like, you're already undercover.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just pretend to be like a member of a gang that gang member gets along with? Like,
yeah, Joe.
I'm sorry. Is that too deep? You gotta pretend to be someone else twice?
My sweet baby. Think about this. Okay. This is the 80s. What color is these FBI agents?
This is also true.
Yeah. What gang can they be a part of?
Hear me out. You get a can of shoe polish. Yep. Have you ever seen the movie Soul Man? Worked for C. Thomas Howell is all I'm saying.
Dude, are we just living in a world where they just can't tell? Like, do we truly live in South Park? Is that what it is? Because apparently, I think, wasn't it a couple days ago or a couple of episodes ago when, I don't think it was Hake, another dude went undercover. Yeah, it was a couple episodes ago. A guy went undercover as like some Persian, prince or something like that.
It was an Irish dude?
It was an Irish guy. Yeah.
Irish guy that they put into like a turban.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's good. A sheik.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't talk, though. Yeah. Don't mind his ginger beard.
This is Prince O'Shaughnessy.
Is that what's going to happen? Like, you put an agent in. He's like, yeah, I'm part of this really hardcore gang on the East Coast. We're on the East Coast. I meant the West Coast. We do things a little differently out there. We don't see race on the West Coast, so the gang is across the board. Yeah. Okay, so it says here they put a lot of thought to types of the crimes they would stage. They started out shoplifting, okay,
sure,
but that didn't always work. Agent Skolarsky, which is a very FBI name, said, quote, "You could shoplift all day and not get arrested. We had to become more efficient about it." Okay. Sure. So they began planting a, quote, Good Samaritan, end quote, nearby to alert security that they saw someone stuff a candlestick down their pants, and that finally led to consistent arrest. Okay,
candlestick?
So it was just, I think they were just throwing that out there, but like, it's anything. Like, so it was, people weren't keeping tabs on their goods enough to say this person was shoplifting. Right, so they had to basically say, why wouldn't the Good Samaritan just call the cops? Why wouldn't the agent just, or just like say, hey, it looks like we have a burglary going on, and then they alert the shop owner, and then that guy just like sits there and like steals shit. I don't know. It says they also tried getting DUIs. For that, they would pour Jack Daniels on their clothes.
I was like, man, that had to be hard in the 80s.
Dude, fucking leave the bottle on the floor. Okay, so this is what they had to do. They had to pour Jack Daniel on their clothes, leave the bottle on the floor in plain sight, and then drive 80 miles an hour down Lakeshore Drive.
So they weren't getting pulled over for DUIs. They were getting pulled over for speeding. And then the cop was like, hey, well, you're only a few blocks away. How about you just, take it slow on the way home?
He's like, is that Black Label Jack Daniels?
Whoa.
He's like, that's the good stuff.
Well, yeah, someone got a promotion at work, huh?
Oh, why don't you speed your way home there, okay?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you get home quickly and safely to that beautiful wife of yours,
And then the guy's like, I'm sorry, I'm gay. And they're like, oh, put your hands on the dashboard then.
Well, hey, quit resisting.
Is that a Yankees cap I see in there?
That's all he had to do. Yeah.
Hello, officer. He just throws the hat on. They're like, you have the right to remain silent. They didn't even have to drink. They just
get in a fucking car.
It says here, okay, wait, though, that didn't even work 100% of the time. One cop solicited a bribe to overlook the incident. Another time, the cop snatched the agent's car keys and threw them in the park so he couldn't drive.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a young cop, right? Like that guy's seen too many movies, a little theatrical, Yeah. Yeah, I think what you got to do is learn magic, and then that wonders people. You're just like, here's your keys. Gone. Right? Dude, that freaked people out. They're like, holy shit, how'd you do that? And they're like, it's okay. Check your wrists. And they're like, handcuffed. Holy shit, I'm handcuffed.
What's your next trick? It's called a trip downtown.
It's called, I'm going to make you disappear from your car. You're going to show up in a court.
Yeah.
My next trick, I'm going to give you this ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, so it says here, in a Jerry Williams interview with Hake, he recalls the types of cases that worked consistently. So, quote, we eventually did illegal gun cases. We did auto thefts. We did robberies on the street, aggravated batteries. We became quite adept at staging these crimes. Okay, so gun cases, auto thefts, robberies, and aggravated batteries. So keep in mind, they have to do real crimes, but with fake perpetrators. So who's the guy that just signed up to get his ass beat?
Yeah, I was like, they're worried about sending people to jail, but I think the call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah. They're just like, you got, okay, agents, here's what you're going to do. You're going to hit him with a couple of rights.
Right.
Okay. We know, Johnson can't hit you with a good right. We know that. We've seen it. Right. You're going to go down. We're going to call the cops. You're going to get a battery. Okay, let's do it. Like, how do they stage the aggravated batteries? Like, cops roll up. They don't see any blood. They're like, is this really a fight? I mean, this is the 80s. They're like, we've seen Rambo.
Yeah.
Is this guy really fighting?
Oh, casserole was late, huh? Yeah, probably deserved it.
Yeah. Oh, she didn't mop up today, huh? Okay. Yeah. Well, take care.
Looks like she got a warning, so case closed.
She won't do it again. I don't have to take her in.
Yeah. Anyways, I got Beetlejuice to go to.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so we got it right. Good for us. So, yay for... we win in the podcast, but we lost a little in life. Okay.
Just lost a little bit of our soul.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so it says here, let's jump to fact number 3. But the big, beautiful question is, how much did it cost to rig a murder trial? And then we get a +1 bonus if you want to lock in an extra dollar amount. We can guess right now. So she has the multiple choice highlighted out. So we can guess right now. And this is, I always guess high. So
I mean, I don't know. It's the 80s.
$500.
It's got to be more than that.
It was $150 to get a drug car out of impound.
Yeah, but this is murder, dog. Like,
okay, $600 then.
Like how you're playing.
Dude, I think
601.
Yeah, dude, I think they're cheap as fuck. Like it's always cheaper. Okay. Realistically, if I'm going realistic, like $5,000 is what I would that's on the low side. I think that's still low. but I think it's enough to get people like in the 80s. Like,
I mean, also like 80s money, like $5,000's a bit. Like,
yeah, it could be 10,000 now. Like,
yeah.
Would a judge? Okay, when I think of judges, and like I said, this is just purely speculation. I know they can make good money, but whenever I think of judges, I think of like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, his dad or his Uncle Phil was a judge. Yeah. They lived insanely well, right? Like,
so
super
what
wealthy.
Do we think Uncle Phil would take?
Yeah, so let's say what's an evil? Yeah, think of evil Uncle Phil because he had morals, right? He had strong moral characters and all that. Let's say he has no morals, right? Yeah. What would Uncle Phil take?
I mean,
you take 10 grand, 5 grand.
What's got to be quarterly tuition for their fucking yuppie ass kids?
Fucking 30 grand probably.
80s money? Cut that down? Yeah, let's say 10 grand.
You think 10 grand? Okay. Yeah. So, okay, we'll lock in 10 grand.
Right? I mean, that gets your kid into the school. Yeah.
We'll lock in 10 grand and then we'll check the multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right, so we locked in 10 grand. So here we go. Is it A, $100, B, 10 grand, or C, $1 million?
Ooh.
There's no way it's $1 million.
I think we got, I think we're good.
I think we nailed this shit.
I think we got it.
I think we got, because there's no way. 80s, $1 million? Dude. That's like Dr. Evil money.
Yeah.
You know? So, all right.
Also, like, you have to put this into an expense account at the FBI.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's no way they're just like, $1 million, of course. Obviously. We'll get that back, right? Like,
well, we just told Reagan we were actually bribing people, and he was cool with it. He just took it out of the what was it? The Cuban fund. He just sold a couple more guns. Yeah. We're good. All right. So let's go. Yeah, we're going to go 10 grand. We're going to go B. 10 grand for the bribe on to get the cost to rig a murder trial. 3, 2, 1. Bam. It is 10 grand.
Nice. Dude.
Damn.
We worked that one out.
You nailed that. I was going to say $600. I thought they were cheap as fuck.
I mean, it was like an option.
Yeah. Basically. $100 is on there.
So,
okay. So it says here, at least 2 judges were busted taking a measly $10,000 to let a murderer walk free. So translated today, that's 30 grand.
Yep.
Hake approximates that they were successful at rigging cases about 90% of the time by bribing the judge. In the event that the agent drew a judge not under investigation, they would jump bond and not show up to court. This would trigger a bench warrant, but I learned there are such enormous backlog of bench warrants in cities like Chicago and Philadelphia, it effectively meaningless.
Right. You gotta get actively caught in another crime for that to even matter.
They probably use fake personas. I would assume they were issued fake IDs. You know what would be funny is if you went and looked at the backlog today.
Yeah, and
like Chicago. Yeah. And like the fake persona of the guy is still there.
Yeah.
You know, like this notorious illegal gun dealer is still there. The guy is like in his like fucking 70s now. He's like
poor guy that happened to have the same names getting just fucking screwed.
He's like a young dude now. He's like in his 20s.
Yeah.
They're like, let's get him.
Where's your grandfather?
Yeah. We knew you were slinging guns in the 80s. So yeah, okay. So if they couldn't rig the crime, they would just jump on.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we got 2 out of that one. So good for us.
We're crushing, dog. We're crushing.
All right, here we go. Fact number 4. Hake got exonerated or excoriated. Hake got excoriated by exactly 1 judge after trying to offer him a bribe. So would the judge just give him a tongue wag?
Hey,
settle
I'd watch that.
You know, there's a judge or 2 that might take that, not me.
Yeah. But we'll keep this between us because I don't want them mad at me.
Listen, strike 1.
Yeah. If anyone asks, I took that bribe.
Yeah. I did take the bribe.
Yeah.
He's like, how about we do this? You buy my Beetlejuice tickets. And we'll call it square.
Yeah. And you say.
It was a gift.
Yeah. Okay. I got street cred.
I mean, he had to hit one dude, right? By exactly one judge. Okay, so I think the question is more, do we think it's believable that only one judge fucking blew him up over this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say at least one.
Right.
Right?
So yeah, it has to be at least. That's just a numbers game at that point.
Yeah. So if we know it's at least one, do we think it's going to be more than one? That's the question.
There was at least. Well, on the previous question, it said there was at least 2 that didn't take bribes. So there at least has one. I would imagine there at least has to be one that would actually yell at you.
Yeah. The other one's just the other one was the strike one guy. Like,
yeah.
Listen, we can all just keep this chill.
Hey, we're 2 cool guys.
Yeah.
Normally he turns his hat around, sits backwards in his judge chair.
Yeah, he unzips his robe a little bit, rolls his sleeve up.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm one of you.
Yeah. Look, I know you think taking bribes is cool, but I'm here to tell you.
I was young once. I took bribes. But it's not as cool as you think it is, man.
Next, you'll be like smoking Dare. Mary Jane.
Yeah, it's like Dare for judges is what it is. Look, judges, you could take a bribe, or you could learn how to do these yo-yo tricks.
You ever play Pogs?
Check out my jump rope. $10,000 seems kind of stupid now, doesn't it? So, yeah, I say we go true. We know one.
Yeah,
at least one. We know that multiple probably said no, but at least one got him. So, okay, so fact number 4, we're gonna go true. That Hake got excoriated, by exactly one judge after trying to offer him a bribe. 3, 2, 1, bam! It is true.
Yeah. Nice.
But the judge was not reprimanding him for offering a bribe. He was reprimanding him for doing it directly. For not going through the proper channels that insulated them from criminal liability. But Hake and the team were tired of taking down Bagman. They wanted judges, right? Because I think
they were not here, pal. Come on.
Yeah. What do we got, the Joe Pesci of judges?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey, come on. Hey, come on, guys.
Hey, what are you doing over here? Go to the Bagman.
Yeah.
So it says here. So Hake gotten the okay from identical twin cops to begin, quote, working with, end quote, a new judge he's never met. Hake takes it upon himself to go talk to the judge personally about the case and ambiguously says, if you want, judge, I can give you a little more, end quote, at which point the judge explodes, quote, no one's talking about money here. Who's talking about money? Get out, end quote. So that's a little theatrical.
Hey, whoa, hey, what is this? Hey, there's no money here. No. Who said money? I didn't say money. You said money. You might have thought I said money, might have sounded like I said money, but I didn't.
I didn't say any money. No.
Yeah.
I was talking about Beetlejuice.
I was merely talking about how much I wanted to see that show.
So it says here, so he learned that talking about bribery was a criminal etiquette no-no in big boy court. This chilled their communications for about a month, but the judge still ended up, quote, working, end quote, with him. So he ended up still taking the bribe. So there's the optional +1 bonus if you can guess how many of the 103 defendants claimed entrapment. Is it either A, all, or B, none?
Oh, all.
I'm going to say none.
Oh, I'm going to go with every one of them tried to claim entrapment.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, they would,
right?
Well, because a lot of these are cops and
yeah.
To
be fair, I think it might be entrapment.
And it might have a flavor of it.
Like, look, disclaimer, I'm not exactly a lawyer. I'm not what you would call a person who have gone to law school. But it feels a little entrapment-y.
Well, let's see what we got here. So we're gonna go A, all, to see if it's all entrapment. 3, 2, 1. Answer is B is none.
Whoa.
They had them so dead to rights on tape, and the bribery was so overt that none of the defendants even tried to claim they were set up. That's how bad it was.
I would have been the one that tried it.
Yeah. We have you on camera saying larceny is in your blood.
Whoa, no one said blood. I never said blood.
We also have you on camera saying, does it look like I'm stuffing money into my suit pockets?
I put on a few pounds that week. I just wanted to know, I don't know how you weigh yourself. I weigh myself in wads of cash.
Yeah, I weighed myself in Beetlejuice tickets.
I was trying to get down to wedding size, so I had to lose a few bundles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, lose a few bags, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know. I wanted to lose a few couple hundos.
So the judges on the trial all tried to salvage their reputations by comparing themselves to the other worse crooked judges caught up in the sting. Prosecuting attorney Scott Turow noted, quote, "We have reached the absolute low point by the judge claiming as his defense he's not as corrupt as somebody else," end quote.
Cool.
Well, I mean,
that's how you know. That's how you know you're doing well. When you're like, well, I'm not bad as that guy.
I mean, you know you've got somebody when they start just kind of like jumping the ship, right? Like,
yeah,
they're like, well, tell us a little bit more about that guy then.
Yeah.
You want to cut a deal? You're not as bad as that dude? Give us the details so we can prosecute that guy.
How would you know you're not as bad as that guy?
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. At this point, that would just save you from jail, not save you from losing your law license or your judgeship, I would think.
Yeah.
Like you're still saying you took a bribe, you're just not as bad as that dude. So it's like, okay, well, that guy's going to get 5 years in prison and you'll get 6 months, but you're still losing, your law license and all that.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right, well, we got it. We got that one. So we're on to fact number 5. The psychological toll of the operation was immense. Yeah. I mean, we gonna say no?
I was.
Unless they had a blast. You think they just had fun doing?
I think they live for this shit.
Do you remember that South Park episode when they have to reminisce about their experience of Vietnam? And like they like think back like the older characters and they remember what Nam was like, and it was just like, or maybe it was Simpsons. I can't remember, but the one had like roller coasters and cotton candy and stuff like that. And he's just like, one of my platoons, their cotton candy machine broke down for 6 months. Couldn't even believe it. They had it the worst.
Yeah.
Like, is that what was going on here? They remembered like, man, those are the best years of my life.
100%. Like once I learned how to pad my clothes to keep from the beatings hurting so much, man, it was awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm pretty sure it was going to be a mess. I mean, just the stress of it, I mean, you're dealing with a criminal element.
I can't imagine going to a judge and offering them a bribe. Like I couldn't. I genuinely don't know if I could actually do that.
Yeah.
Just for the mere fact, like that's a person that could really fuck your life up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, you also have the backing of the United States government, right?
Yeah.
So I would
but
say
that doesn't like they're a judge. They're in a position to figure out who the fuck you are.
I would assume that the legal ones, though, would be, after the fact, would be briefed on the operation and be like, okay, well, you turned the bribe down, so that's a plus, and I would assume they're not going to go after him. But I would think the ones that even were just in court, they lose their law license, right? Like the ones that just, maybe didn't spend 10 years in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a lot of people. They were just tired of getting...
You're putting a lot of cops and judges in jail. They have the means to find you. Like,
well, I think
kind of
too,
crazy.
we kind of glazed over the fact that they were just tired of arresting the cops, the dirty cops. They're like, we keep getting dirty cops, and we're tired of it. We want to go after judges. Like, there's multiple layers to this operation, and we keep getting stopped here because there's so many.
I mean, look, I guess when I guess there's a lot of stress when you go big game hunting.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to say yes. I don't think there's any reason to say no. Unless you can think of anything.
I mean, no. I can only come up with the fact that they're fucking psychopaths.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, that would bring that stress to me too, so... All right, well, then for fact number 5, we're going to go the psychological toll of the operation was immense. We're going to go true. 3, 2, 1, bam. It is true. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, 3 subjects of the investigation died by suicide, including one judge who was taking bribes in divorce court.
Oh.
So
I had it reverse it, like the psychological toll on the FBI agents. Yeah.
Like Tate picked up a drinking habit or something. Yeah. Like he was just really intense. No,
I was like, yeah, I mean, maybe, because like it would be weird to go ask a judge for a fucking bribe, like.
Yeah, but now it's the judge that said, "Yeah, I got larceny in my blood," and then that's the guy. That,
like the second the judge realizes they're on tape, I imagine.
Oh, it says here. And then it says
your blood pressure might go up a bit.
The victims and their families were denied justice, were no doubt forever harmed psychologically. Reading, quote, child custody cases, end quote, made me particularly irate. Imagine losing your kid because your asshole spouse bribed the judge for the price of a steakhouse dinner.
Oh.
Yeah. One undercover
I mean, I was joking about the Beetlejuice tickets. So, like, it's really hard to hear that they're like, no, it was like they went to a fancy steakhouse.
Yeah, in defense, it was Outback Steakhouse. That's the least.
Yeah. Have you had a bloomin' onion, Your Honor?
Yeah, I mean, you got to try this, sir. How about you wrap the case up early because they close at 8?
Yeah.
Awarding somebody in this case that, get you home by 5.
Have you ever put another shrimp on the Barbie?
So it says here, one undercover agent had an extremely intense run-in with police back when they were staging crimes to try to get arrested. Buckle in. Oh, this is a bit long, so it's worth it, though. The staged crime involved transfer of 2 illegal guns with the serial numbers erased. They had gotten these from the FBI. Now, okay, if you being you, the writer's saying Joe, an amateur at being a criminal, presumably, were told to go file off a serial number, whatever method you use, the feds could probably still bring it up. But when the feds file off a serial number for things like a sting operations, they do so in a way that permanently erases it.
Sure.
To an untrained eye, it's just an illegal gun with no serial numbers. So they like laser that shit off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't just like file it down.
Sure.
They had picked up the date of the gun and of the gun transaction in advance, but when the day came, it coincided with 2 big things that were going down that had Chicago PD out in full force. One, President Ronald Reagan was in town.
Oh boy.
Come on. You couldn't not, like, your calendar wasn't showing that in the FBI.
You didn't know that the president was in town?
A surprise visit from the president
threw
us off. And warning 2, Teamster and Jimmy Hoffa associate Alan Dorfman had just been gunned down in broad daylight outside of his hotel. So that's 2 big events that occurred in that same day.
Not a great time.
No.
To make a gun sting operation.
Okay, I will say this though. Okay. The Ronald Reagan one is they should have known that. I'll give the other one a pass because you can't really know that, right?
Right. You wouldn't know when someone's getting gunned down.
But the Ronald Reagan one, I'm pretty sure the FBI gets briefed, at least the local too.
Ronald Reagan famously got shot.
Yeah.
So like, you know, maybe postpone that particular operation.
Yeah, exactly. This is the 80s, though. Come on, my guy. So, it says police here weren't sure if Dorfman was the only target. Could the president be a target? Was it a coincidence? There was a pure panic going on in the aftermath. So everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have some random dude who... fuck. So, okay. So all this shit's going down.
Mm-hmm.
President's in town.
Yep.
They had a public figure attacked.
Yeah.
Now you got an agent per a pre-planned operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Selling illegal guns. You don't think that I will give him this, right? That's a connection I think most people would make.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't fault the police department to say, is this our guy?
Right. Also, like, the whole point of the operation is to get caught.
Yeah.
So you make an operation that you could purposely make easy connections.
Right. Well, and I don't know if this was after the attempt on Reagan or before, but he's in town.
Yeah.
And so no. What is it after?
Yeah. So it's after there's been an attempt on a president. And now, while the president's in town, someone else gets gunned down. Like
somebody gets attacked.
Yeah.
Right? And it's successful. And then you got a dude who's selling 2 illegal guns, getting caught, and Reagan's in town.
Dude.
Not a good lineup.
That agent got beat.
Yeah. So it's pure panic. And then you have the random dude who's then just nabbed in the area who won't talk and who is in possession of 2 illegal guns with the serial numbers shaved off in a very specific and permanent way that indicates Fed involvement. Okay, so they did connect the dots, it sounds like.
Oh, boy.
They said this is a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
Than...
Because like, this isn't just a regular file, right?
Yeah. It's like acid wash or lasered off or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that now they're saying, is this a Fed thing? From U.S. Attorney Daniel Reedy, who worked on Greylord, quote, the fact that 2 weapons were seized with really carefully, meticulously erased serial numbers pre-collated to top levels of the police department, they freaked out. They thought something was going on other than coincidence. One of our guys who'd been arrested was an FBI agent. And then this is a quote within the quote. Are you working for the FBI? What are you doing? This is serious. You're not who you seem to be. What's going on? End quote. So one of the police who had been one of our undercover agents took him into an interview room, unloaded his gun. Okay, wait. One of the police who had been one of our undercover agents. Okay, so cop on the inside.
Yep.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. One of the policemen who had one of our undercover agents. Okay. So they took him in to an interview room, unloaded his gun, which is, I'm assuming, a revolver, put 1 slug into the revolver, so he emptied it out, John Wayne style, put 1 in.
A little Russian roulette action.
Put 1 slug in there, clicked the revolver into place, spun the cylinder, and clicked into the head of one of our agents. He never broke character and was released, but no doubt that dude was fucked up afterward.
Wow.
I don't think the FBI prepares you for that situation.
Maybe time to look into police brutality, right?
Yeah, that...
Like, when are you, like... Because, like, that cop, like... Maybe that cop thinks he's a Fed agent, or he just thinks he's a guy selling guns. Either way, he pulled a gun on him, dude. Like, in a room.
I mean, that's a surefire way to get that guy, right? That guy got arrested, I would assume.
One would hope.
It says here, Hake also struggled emotionally and psychologically as he was a key witness in dozens of cases and he not only knew all of the defendants, but had been good friends with some of them before exposing their corruption. So he's ratting on his friends, which your friends shouldn't be doing this shit. Like, come on.
It's also weird to go make friends with these people.
Listen, I mean, I would show there's varying degrees. One dude's like, look, I only do traffic violations. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, what's the problem with them buying me some Beetlejuice tickets if I give them off on the speeding ticket? You know?
Look, I'm not as bad as the guy that took steakhouse money.
You know how much those bloomin' onions are? My Beetlejuice tickets are cheap as hell compared to me. That guy's got to feed his. He's got to feed his deep fried addictions. I was just trying to
cheat on my wife.
Completely normal for the 80s, mind you.
Look. Also, not for nothing. Now that this is coming out, I'm probably going to get a divorce. Which judge was doing custody cases?
Yeah.
Like,
which one was doing those divorce cases? Completely
I gotta say,
unrelated.
My case isn't looking good.
She's gonna get the house, so I gotta talk to somebody now.
Look, I spent all my Alamo money on my girlfriend. This is gonna get crazy.
This is not good. Okay, it says here from Super Lawyer. That was a quote. That was tough psychologically. Hake says the defense attorneys were trying to make out to be the worst human beings in the world. They don't want to discuss the evidence. They just want to discuss what a rat I was.
Yeah.
They were alluding to one of the guys Hake helped convict, who was his best friend Mark, who worked in the prosecutor's office and who was apparently all about that bribery life. Okay, well, wait a minute. I'm just gonna say this outright. Like, Joe, if you were like consistently breaking the law, I would probably advise you as your best friend to stop breaking the law. You know, like
hey,
you know, and like especially if we're in the same line of work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird to be best friends with that person. Also, are you really being a best friend?
Yeah,
like you couldn't drop a note being like, how about you cut it out, my guy?
It says, okay, so they were really good friends before he knew about him. He found out through his operation. So it sounds like, I mean, that's a tough call. Like, they were really good friends, and then all of a sudden, but were they best friends? Like, come on.
Come on.
Are they childhood friends? Come on.
Yeah.
Best friends is a little stretching it. Good co-workers.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, it sounds like he nailed his buddy too. So that was kind of hard. There was one point that Mark heard a rumor that Terry might be working with the feds, and he called him out on it. Quote, he called me up and said, "Hey, we haven't seen you out in the court system lately. Where have you been? At Quantico?"
Oh boy.
And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, Bob Silverman heard a rumor that you were working for the FBI and we haven't seen you around lately. So that's why I asked." End quote. Terry lied, of course, denied it, and luckily Mark took that at face value because he didn't want to believe Terry
he's like,
would
my friend would never lie to me.
We're besties.
Yeah.
We're like this, dude. Leave it to the criminal to have like trust in his buddies. Like, why can't it be the other way around?
Where's bro code, my man?
Bro code says don't rat on a bribe, dude.
I know I just got 8 years for bribery, but like lying, Terry.
Listen, Terry, I am getting 8 years for bribery. All right, but I'll get out after that. You know, you have your entire life to remember.
Look, I might spend the better part of a decade in prison, but I lost a friend for life.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be in a prison for 8 years. You'll be in a prison for life.
How about you work on you?
I'd love that to be a defense in court. Just criticize him as a friend. Just like, how could you?
But I never took a dime of our friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Our kid's is named after you, dude.
Yeah.
You know? I was at your wedding, man. One thing Terry said was hard was going to Mark's wedding and hearing his new wife talk about their future together, knowing he was about to be indicted.
Terry, I'm kind of turning.
Okay, listen. Okay, wait a minute.
Maybe there's one bribery case you don't take.
Yeah, maybe. Well, look, we don't know how bad because he says it was pretty bad. He said he was all about that bribery life, right? So maybe he was doing a little bit more. I will say though, like, You're going that deep. You got to cut that friendship. You got to just be the
that's
dick.
What I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm like. You went to the wedding? Dude.
His wife is like, we're trying for a baby. It's going to be great.
We just bought a house.
Yeah, we just bought a house. I'm so excited. This is our forever home.
Yeah. No, it was so weird. I knew the house was a little bit out of our budget, but he said, don't worry about it. We're good forever. Nothing bad's ever going to happen. Anyways, thanks for being the best man, Terry.
We needed a new AC unit, and luckily he just got a bonus at work.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. We got to go in for our...
I didn't know the office gave, best prosecutor of the month awards.
Hey, Terry, I know we don't tell anybody this, but we've been doing fertility treatments for a couple months, and insurance doesn't cover that, and it costs a lot of money.
I don't know if I could do this all on my own without him.
Dude, how fucking brutal would it be if they were doing something like that and Terry started lining up the costs and its exact amount for fertility?
Yeah.
Like IVF or some shit. It's like 50 grand. He's like, he only took exactly 50 grand.
Like, hey, I'm glad Terry's a go-getter and, really dedicated, but you stop being this guy's friend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look. At some point, Terry Hake has to leave the building, and then Terry Hake has to take over. Terry Hake has no friends.
You can't shave the mustache and go to the wedding.
Yeah,
You pick one. You pick one or the other, man.
That's fucking brutal.
Dude, he's still living a stash lifestyle. That's for true.
Dude, he was. Okay, so, the writer sent me another text. It says, the day Mark tried to bribe him, and he for sure knew, he was so upset he had to call his mom. I want to know what the mom said. You gotta do what's right. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She just wants to keep him out of jail.
Or she was like, but he was such a nice boy. We went to the wedding.
They had such a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah.
You gave the most eloquent best man speech.
I simply can't believe it.
Okay, wait, hold on.
He taught special kids t-ball.
He was saving that rec center.
Yeah.
For those underprivileged children. He was just donating money. He was the angel donor.
He surely wasn't as bad as the guy that took Beetlejuice tickets.
He was this angel donor saving this hospital. This fucking this hospital that specializes in premature birth babies.
He paid for my hip replacement.
I didn't want to tell you this.
You allowed him to pay for my hip replacement? What kind of psycho did I raise?
Oh my God.
My hip was paid with blood money?
Well, Mom, to be fair, it's bribe money, not blood money.
Well, I hope you're happy. Every step I take.
Every step from now on is a sin.
I knew something was up when you grew that mustache.
Oh, Terry really struggled turning his friend in and felt a lot of guilt at first, but after some therapy and time to reflect, he realized that Mark wasn't such a good friend after all. And this was validated in a chilling way at the trial. Okay, so I'm hoping that everything we said is just stupid shit. And that this guy's a piece of shit, which it sounds like he might be.
Two things can be true. Okay? This guy could be a piece of shit.
He was at the wedding.
And you shouldn't have gone to the wedding. Okay? I think both those things can coexist.
So it says here, when Mark recalled the conversation with Bob Silverman about the rumor Terry was working with the feds, he said it went like this. Bob Silverman heard a rumor that Hake working for the FBI we hadn't seen around lately. And Bob Silverman said, because if I found out anybody was a Fed informant, I'd have him killed, end quote. Okay. 2.5 years later, 2.5 years, Terry went not knowing someone had threatened his life, and his best friend said nothing. Okay, so So, okay, oh my God. Okay, so Mark went to this Bob dude and was like, "Hey, man, I just talked to him. He ain't no Fed. He's got too much stash to be a Fed, man.
Look, did you see his stash?
Like, it's ridiculous." And then
Look,
Bob
I know he
Silverman's
shaved
like,
recently, but trust me, underneath that clean cut is a dirty stash.
yeah. And then Bob was just like straight up like, good, because if he was, I'd have to give him some cement shoes, if you know what I mean. And then like Mark's like, and then they high fived and went on.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say he shouldn't have gone to the wedding. Yeah, see you at the wedding. Like, but Mark should have been like, bro, I just want to let you know that if you are working for the Fed, how worse would that be?
Yeah,
if Mark actually warned him.
Yeah.
And then fucking he's still like still ratted him out.
Okay,
still went to the wedding.
Look, hey, there's fault on both sides.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
You know what? This could have all been prevented if Mark was just not taking bribes.
Look, a little communication goes a long way, I say.
Yeah, that's all it is. So here are the final match stats. 17 judges, 15 of whom were convicted.
That's pretty good.
48 lawyers.
Oh, boy.
8 police officers.
Oh, what?
10 deputy sheriffs. 8 court officials. And 1 state legislator.
Oh.
So they did it. That's a pretty fucking
lawyers,
successful.
But not that many cops. Okay. Weird.
Well, I mean,
like I know they were
started
in
there.
The office, but like it's still...
They probably started there. Like so, it looks like 18 cops, right? Because sheriffs and officers, and then that's probably where they started. And then they were like, we got to move up the chain.
Yeah.
So because when it moves to a cop, the bagman probably looks the other way. That's what you're bribing them. I know as a speeding officer, but if I give you this hundo, and then the crime ends there, right? It doesn't go downstream to a judge or a lawyer.
Sure.
So they probably got proficient at bypassing the cop to get to the lawyers and the judges. At the end here, it says, special thanks to Jerry Williams of the, quote, FBI case file review and, quote, podcast. The raw interview with Terry Hake is fantastic, as he's as much of a help change your tire without even asking for sex Midwestern goober as he sounds. So, he's a Boy Scout.
Questionable best friend.
Yeah. Look. Like you said, they don't have to be mutually exclusive, right?
Look,
the dude can be solid, but don't think for a second that being his friend doesn't mean he's not gonna be Boy Scouting. Look, he's not gonna change his ways.
Yeah. Don't tell him anything, is what I heard. Yeah. This is not the guy you want to plan a surprise party with.
Yeah. Well, he'll tell the guy. Yeah. The thing is, I didn't read. Yeah, I did. It says here, in an interview. Oh, okay. So this is from Terry. In an interview with Terry, adorably says, quote, "So that was another thing that made me think he wasn't really my friend," end quote.
Yeah, Terry.
So he didn't tell me somebody was going to kill me.
Yeah. That might be a pretty big clue.
At that point, I was questioning our friendship.
It's around this time I started looking at him differently. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I realized he didn't let me hit the open bar at the wedding.
Then I remembered he didn't invite me to Beetlejuice.
Yeah. He always makes me play Player 2 on the Xbox. Like, I don't think
maybe
he's
not
a
as
friend.
great of a guy.
He keeps talking about his wife. Actually, I don't even think he's married.
Right.
I went to his wedding. I don't think that was his wedding.
Looking back, I think we just crashed a wedding. Now that I'm thinking about it, I thought it was odd when he gave the best man speech. And it just started with, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome for all the money, you two-timing judge piece of shit. Weird.
It was one of my first clues. I'm a super sleuth, if you will. I work with the FBI, and I don't think he was a good friend.
I had what you might call a spidey sense going off about this guy.
Did you ever see that? You've watched Peacemaker?
Mm-hmm.
And Adrian, he goes to jail.
Yeah.
And he beats those dudes up in jail. And then he looks at the dad, and he's like getting arrested. And he's like, "You're a bad dad."
Yeah.
It's just like that. He's like, "You're a bad friend. You didn't tell me somebody's gonna kill me. You're a bad friend." I'm not sorry that I threw away our friendship ring anymore. A lot of conflicting feelings, but
yeah,
they tempered off with a little bit of therapy and then learning that he didn't say anything after being threatened.
At least he grew. He grew as a person, and then, that should be celebrated.
It is. Yeah, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in short, we actually did really well on this podcast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a 6 out of 5. We didn't even have to take a bribe to get these right. You know what? I'm going to incorporate bribing.
We didn't.
Uh-oh. You did you talk to the allegedly writer? And hey, he's gonna.
Who said money? I didn't say
he's working
money.
for the feds.
You said money. I never said money. Who's talking about money? What?
After doing this podcast with you for a couple of years, I don't really think you're a good friend.
Wait, what are you talking about, guy? I mean, I'm just gonna kill you. I mean, what?
It's just not anyways. A good friend. Oh shit! All right, you want to close this one out?
Yeah, well, I better, or else someone's gonna get some concrete shoes.
Yeah, you better. You're gonna miss Beetlejuice, dude.
Can you when it's in your heart?
No, you can't. In your heart and in your pants.
Mostly in my pants.
Yeah. No, I get it now. The Beetlejuice is a euphemism.
And on that note, that was this week's podcast. If you would like to mostly be in our pants too, you can follow us on the socials at Allegendly on Blue Sky and TikTok. And feel free to send your Beetlejuice fanfic to allegendly.podcast@gmail.com, where we will open those and rate those and make probably a very special episode that never airs for some weird reason.
Yeah, it's on our Patreon.
On our Patreon page. And of course, the audio version is wherever you get your podcasts. And a special thanks to what podcast was that again?
Oh, it's the... Let me get down to it. Special thanks to FBI Case File Review Podcast.
Yes, go check them out when you have spare time from taking away from Beetlejuice. So, until next time, nice fucking
Beetlejuice.
Frank.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say we're Beetlejuice you later.
Set it off.
We're fucked.
Fuck.